is tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title belt. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. He'll look to throw. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Chapman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Chapman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. They'll drop to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with it.
Touchdown, Falcons! What a great play there. 28 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal is to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Bass on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
First down, Seahawks.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jackson. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Chase Claypool there to make the grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Come on now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He finds his man, complete. It's Chapman, and he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Play action, now Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Jackson. Quick slant finding Claypool. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson going to run. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there. And it also brings up 3rd down. But not a lot of success to be found there.
You got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Here's Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On first down, Chapman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's the 2nd and 7. It's hauled in by Hardy. It'll be a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. That time, a 9-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson now. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his big catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. To throw again is Jackson. Completion here to Claypool. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and a back. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Atlanta regains possession of the football. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hughes. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And it's the LA Rams who are moving on to the next round as they defeat the Dallas Cowboys. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half, and they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Scott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you'd think, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there, handed to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Again, Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They'll run on 1st down. It's Chapman. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. He finds his man, complete. It's Hughes. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is Simpson with a catch. And he's inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hughes. Touchdown! A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front.
You had fun with this one, partner?
Yeah, man, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 65 yards on the ground for him so far. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact that you said we know it's all about the team. But the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. 3 yards remain for second down. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hughes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Simpson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hughes. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 48 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chapman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Pass incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Chapman. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chapman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. But poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Simpson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs.
Touchdown, Falcons! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
So, my man, another
Another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. The big fella. Past the 20. 10. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Jackson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw is Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Stanley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Derek Brown, his 2nd sack of the night. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense. That entire team, but really this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you use the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now it's Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very low. Now Jackson. And that is is incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Scott. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Jackson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chapman. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
A try here for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seattle defense getting set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On first down, Chapman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chapman, and the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing again on 2nd down, Jackson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. On the draw, Robinson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. His throw incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Jackson will throw again. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. 4th down. Here's Jackson going for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chapman, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Simpson reels it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.